Don't you dare touch her!
Sir, that's my...
I know who she is.
Oh, please. Touching moment over. Now, which car can you afford? That one?
The afternoon crowd at Royal Crest Auto Gallery, one of the most luxurious car dealerships in the state, buzzed with wealthy customers browsing sleek vehicles. Soft neon lights glowed across polished floors, making each car look like a jewel locked behind glass. At the far end of the showroom, an elderly woman with silver hair tied in a loose bun was wiping fingerprints from a black Bentley. Her hands trembled slightly, but she worked carefully, humming a soft prayer under her breath. Her name was Margaret Hale, a quiet, gentle woman who had worked at the dealership as a part-time cleaner for almost 10 years. Just then, the glass doors slid open and walked in her son Eric, his wife Vanessa, and his 17-year-old daughter Lena, excited to look for a new car. Vanessa spotted the old woman immediately. She smirked and whispered loudly, "Honey, look, isn't that your mother, cleaning cars?" She chuckled crudely. "Maybe she can get you a discount if she begs nicely." Eric looked away, ashamed. He muttered under his breath, "She's always embarrassing me." Vanessa stepped forward, lifted her chin arrogantly, and spoke loud enough for Margaret to hear. "Well, well, long time no see, Grandma. Still working at your age? Shouldn't you be planning your funeral instead?" The elderly woman froze. She turned slowly, forced a tiny smile, and whispered, "I'm glad to see you, all of you." Eric's expression hardened. He snapped coldly, "Mom, why don't you stop acting like everything is fine? If you had made money when I was a kid, maybe I wouldn't be struggling today." Margaret's eyes softened with pain, but she said only, "I am sorry, son. I truly am." Before Vanessa could deliver another insult, Lena rushed forward and wrapped her arms around her grandmother. "Grandma, I missed you," she said warmly. Then she glared at her father. "Dad, that's the last time you talk to her like that." Eric's jaw tightened, but he said nothing. Margaret touched her granddaughter's cheek lovingly. "You're the only reason my heart still beats," she whispered. Vanessa's eyes rolled dramatically. "Oh, please, touching moment over. Now, which car can you afford? That one?" She pointed at the cheapest used vehicle in the corner. Lena frowned. "Dad, let's look at something nicer. Maybe the new Rolls-Royce." Vanessa burst into loud laughter. "Honey, remember, your poor father is just like his poor mother. He can't afford a bicycle here." Eric lowered his head in humiliation. Margaret whispered softly, If you like the Rolls-Royce, I think I can—" Vanessa cut her off sharply. "Oh, don't tell me you plan to buy it. Old lady, you can't even afford the air inside these cars." Everyone nearby laughed. Eric hissed, "Mom, stop humiliating me. Just leave." As they turned to walk away, Vanessa pushing Eric by the arm, Margaret felt her chest tighten. She reached out and collapsed on the polished floor. "Grandma!" Lena screamed. Eric froze, horrified, then ran toward her, but someone blocked his path. A tall man in an expensive charcoal suit, the dealership's new CEO, Mr. Adrian Cole. His voice thundered across the showroom. "Don't you dare touch her." Eric stammered, "Sir, that's my—" "I know who she is," Adrian snapped. "What I didn't know was that her own son would humiliate her in public." He pointed up at the security cameras. "I watched everything." Eric paled. Adrian knelt beside Margaret, lifted her gently, and whispered, "Miss Hale, stay with me. You're not alone." Then he glared at Eric and Vanessa. You two don't deserve to stand in the same room as her." With trembling hands, Margaret tried to speak. I just wanted to surprise them." Adrian nodded. Yes, she wanted to buy the Rolls-Royce, and do you know how? He turned to the stunned crowd. For 30 years, she saved small amounts from her tiny salary. For 30 years, she denied herself comfort. For 30 years, she dreamed of giving her son something he always spoke about. He held up a black card. Today, she came to fulfill that dream. Gasps filled the room. Vanessa's mouth dropped open. What? That old woman has money? Eric trembled. Mom, you saved for me? Margaret smiled weakly. For you and for Lena, my only treasures. Adrian carried Margaret toward his private medical suite inside the dealership. Lena held her grandmother's hand, crying softly. Vanessa tried to follow, but he raised a hand sharply. Step back. You don't deserve her. Eric swallowed hard. Sir, please, she's my mother. Adrian's reply was ice. You should have remembered that earlier. He turned to security. Escort them out. Vanessa shrieked. You can't do that! Adrian didn't even look at her. This is my dealership, and she is my most loyal worker. Now get out. Eric and Vanessa were dragged outside, humiliated. Inside the medical room, Margaret slowly opened her eyes. Lena whispered, Grandma, please, don't leave me. Margaret lifted a trembling hand to wipe her tears. I won't, my love, not as long as you're by my side. Adrian walked in holding a small velvet box. Miss Hale, the car is ready, and so is the person you wanted to give it to. He placed the Rolls-Royce key in Margaret's palm. Margaret smiled and placed the key not in Eric's hand, but in Lena's. My sweet girl, this is yours, because love, not blood, makes a family. Lena broke down in tears, hugging her grandmother tightly. If you believe elders deserve respect, drop a heart and subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories. Heart. H.